Hey! Hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. And I have to say, they just keep trying, but they can't stop lying. A liar is someone who has a hole in their soul, seeking attention through lies told. A person with characters so weak, they believe every word they speak. They just keep trying, but they can't stop lying. The majority of that little theater act from me was quoting a poem called Pathological Liar by Melvina Germain. Just want to provide my sources and give credit where it's due. And I say what I said just now. I title this YouTube video as I do because unfortunately it rings true. Gamers just can't stop lying to themselves and others. It's the same lie I have been battling for many months now. You can go check out all my previous videos on the topic, but despite the many times I've brought this topic up ad nauseum, I will not cease. I will challenge the dishonesty, I will challenge the ignorance and the misinformation. It's gross, overt generalization. Gaming overall does not suck. As a matter of fact, it's pretty damn great. I would go as far as to put the argument forward that, in some ways, it's even better than ever. Now don't you dare misunderstand or misrepresent me. Does the video game industry have its issues? Its bad apples? Absolutely! Undeniably! But it's hyperbolic generalization to just paint the entire industry in broad strokes that it's all shit. It is dishonest to make such claims. And for having this position, I am constantly accused of being unrealistic, of living in a dream world. I would argue that you're projecting and you should look in the mirror. I'm the one being unrealistic when you're the ones expecting industries and corporations to act morally pure, to resist sin, to be selfless, to be infallible? That's absurd, and lo and behold, unrealistic. You can either continue to live in your childhood fantasies, your echo chamber, your intellectual bubble, continue to virtue signal on forums, YouTube videos, and in their comment sections, whoring and repeating the same rhetoric over and over again for likes, or you can grow up, be an adult, realize that the world is imperfect, that human beings are imperfect and are going to make selfish decisions, and understand that virtue signaling, throwing temper tantrums, and jerking each other off in intellectually cowardly cycles of just self-validation are not going to make your life better, are not going to make life in general for everybody better, or improve the video games industry as a whole in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. No one is stopping you from enjoying and loving video games right now but yourself. EA and Activision are not forcing you to buy their games or spend money on their microtransactions. Video games have not ceased innovating, and most of the other hyperbolic rhetoric you see online about video games is objectively false. And if you disagree with everything I've just stated for the past couple minutes, may I suggest instead of leaving a dislike and an angry comment, insulting, mischaracterizing, and misrepresenting me entirely, may I suggest that you instead actually debate me on this topic? Reach out. Have a voice chat. My Discord contact ID is in the description of all my recent videos, including this one. One of the most enjoyable aspects of video games is actually talking about them, and dare I say debating about them. So, let's have at it. And just like that, I have the high ground. Your move, detractors. Now, to move along and continue the discussion, I firmly believe that so many gamers online spread this rhetoric that the video game industry sucks, it's dead, it's dying, blah blah blah. Because, like I brought up in a previous video, a great many people just can't seem to separate the facts from their feelings, perverting objective critique with their subjective opinions. And the examples are everywhere, plain as day for all to see. Just look at the comment sections of YouTubers like YongYea, Jim Sterling, Upper Echelon Gaming, Downward Thrust, Clean Prince Gaming, and you see what I reference on full display. Logical fallacies aplenty, hyperbole, downright lies, false equivalencies, unquantifiable, unprovable claims. Hundreds, thousands of individuals not interested in intellectual debate or discussion on the issues going on in the games industry or just about video games in general. Instead, hive-minded mentality, individuals validating mutual biases in a non-confrontational environment. Non-stop, just cherry-picking examples to make hyperbolic, overt generalizations of the whole gaming industry. It's disappointing It's sad really, because I'm over here loving, enjoying video games, gaming as a whole. And this is what the whole video has been building up to, why I'm making this to begin with. I just recently got to play Sunset Overdrive, which came out on PC late last year, Bright Memory, a brilliant early access indie game being made by one guy, a single guy, Metro Exodus, which, my god, just staggeringly beautiful and well made. Single player only, by the way. Devil May Cry 5, which is just absolutely super smokin' sexy stylin'. Truly phenomenal game. And lastly, Mortal Kombat 11, which, despite having a fair few detrimental issues, its overwhelming qualities, however, are so positive they greatly outshine the negatives. I did also recently play Far Cry New Dawn and Anthem. Far Cry New Dawn is an interesting game that we can debate the objective qualities of, while Anthem admittedly was a sour spot in my recent weeks of gaming. But oh boy, Anthem is a topic for a whole other video. Back on topic, the point I wanted to drive home here. After recently playing games like Sunset Overdrive, Bright Memory, Metro Exodus, Devil May Cry 5, Mortal Kombat 11, you can't fucking tell me that we don't still get great video games. That gaming itself isn't still overall great. That there aren't works of art, passion projects, releasing every month of every year in video games. And I just focused on the AAAs and one popular indie here. I haven't even brought up all the middle market and other indie darlings that don't get the same coverage that they deserve because it's not as profitable as covering all the negative controversial shit. Games like Risk of Rain 2, Unruly Heroes, War Party, Mordhau, Islanders, Dark Devotion, Burning Daylight, Katana Zero, and I can keep fucking going, and I can also add on all my previous videos that shout out dozens of middle market and indie games. Are we also going to ignore the dozens upon dozens of quality, objective quality AAA video games that have come out over the past decade, and the hundreds upon hundreds of objective quality middle market and indie games that have also come out over the past decade? You know what? Enough Mr. Nice Guy. Enough being diplomatic. If you say video games suck nowadays, if you say the video game industry is shit, it's awful, that it's dead or dying, well then you are a liar. You are a fucking liar. You have zero integrity. You are either knowingly, maliciously dishonest, or willfully ignorant. Modern gaming does not suck, and it's not shit. Our big publishing corporations, like Activision and Electronic Arts, shit. Yes, absolutely. When have they not been? But they do not hold a monopoly on the entire industry. They do not represent the entire industry. Look, if you want to suffer, if you want to be pessimistic and cynical to the extreme on your own time, go ahead. If you want to germinate in a fantasy, do it in your own privacy. Don't try and involve the rest of us. There are some perspectives that you should perhaps just keep to yourself. And this lie that the video game industry in its entirety is nothing but doom and gloom, that's one of them. These delusions do not create meaningful and fruitful discussion and debate. Rather, it pollutes open-minded dialogue. Personally, I would rather we take the time to share our passions for video games. They are too beautiful a form of art and entertainment to have all the conversations around them just be overshadowed by, the big corporations are greedy. No shit, Sherlock. Welcome to the world of being an adult. Now, there's this awesome indie first-person shooter that's really retro-inspired from games like Doom and Quake. It's called Dusk. I really think you should go check out and play it. It's a real good time. Did y'all know that the God Eater franchise pulled a Monster Hunter and put its most recent installment on consoles and on PC? God Eater Free is looking pretty good, I must say. Looking forward to playing that. Oh, and since I mentioned Monster Hunter World is still going strong, eh? All the free content updates and seasonal events. You lucky Monster Hunter World players on console, you got the Witcher update recently? Man, what an awesome piece of free content, eh? And a loving celebration of both the Witcher series and Monster Hunter. The Witcher Quest is going to be dropping on PC very shortly. I'm so looking forward to playing that. And you know, thinking about protagonists with white hair, what with Geralt the Witcher himself, like I brought up earlier in the video, I recently finally played Devil May Cry 5, the home of badass male video game protagonists with white hair. Man, Devil May Cry 5 is fucking incredible, eh? The cutscenes are stupendously animated and so entertaining, and the gameplay, oh my god, so much depth, such a visual spectacle, so much goddamn fun. Devil May Cry 5 really knocked it out of the park. That's an easy Game of the Year contender. Alongside Metro Exodus. Aw man, as a big fan of the Metro series playing the previous two games, Metro Last Light just being one of my favorite games of all time, like wow, Metro Exodus, what a work of art. The storytelling, the character development, the atmosphere and world building, just unparalleled, alongside the immense amount of detail in just every aspect. An unmistakable passion project. Oh dear, look what I just did for the last few minutes. I just went on a ramble on how awesome video games are nowadays. It's actually very easy to get on quite a positive tangent about gaming when you actually look at the objective facts. Okay people, it's time for me to lay down some really hard facts. You ready to hear them? YouTube channels like Young Ya, Legacy Killer HD, Upper Echelon Gamers, Clean Prince Gaming, Downward Thrust, they don't actually care about you, about the gaming community, about the video games industry, about video games in general. They just want to exploit your outrage at the issues within the video game industry for views and ad revenue. Shocking, I know, entrepreneurs on the internet want to make money off you. Does that mean all these YouTubers I just listed are malicious? No, some are, some aren't. However, if we're being realistic, I'll just grab a quote from my YouTuber mate, Nox.
These hate channels, however, don't want to see this industry improve. Quite the opposite. If the industry improved, if the games they milk and get outraged over get better, their channels die. Because they've built communities on a foundation of negativity and pessimism. That's why they'll continue to ignore all the improvements a game makes and focus on anything negative, no matter how small.
Oh, baby. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Don't live in an echo chamber, everybody. Doesn't matter what the issue, what the topic, whether it's politics, movies, video games, whatever it is, you're only hurting yourself. Well, and those around you if you start spreading misinformation. But these are complex topics and issues with multifaceted answers. While there are objective rights and wrongs, instances that are factual and non-factual, life as a whole in general is not so simply good versus evil, black and white. And trying to go through life with such a mentality is only detrimental. But hey, if you disagree, I'm open for voice chat debate. Talk to me, try and change my mind. Could be a lot of fun. You know what else is fun? Sharing in the comment section down below what awesome video games you've been playing, what awesome moments you have been having in video games recently. Please, share. Video games are supposed to be about fun, so let's have some fucking fun. Share in the comment section down below what video games you've been playing, what video games you've been having fun with, just some awesome video game experiences you've had lately. Let's get a ball rolling here. Anyways, that's been my piece. That's what I wanted to get out there, that's what I wanted to get off my chest, and that has been a video. I hope you liked the video. If you did indeed like the video in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to hit the like button. Any like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved in the video. If you hit the like button, please leave a comment in the comments section down below. Loving comments to get near enough comments. What are your thoughts, feelings, opinions on the topic of this video? Loving and comments near enough comments. Please leave a comment. If you want to help out and support this video, then please share it on social media, Twitter and Facebook. And if you want to help out and support me directly, well, there's always Patreon. Anyways, guys, that's been a video, and I'll see you all later.